I think the first question is, what is the BNPs for me, I suppose. Well, the BNPs for me didn't start off as anything more than an approach to human development or a way of working with the stages of development. And now it's much more of a sense of a cycle rather than a linear form of development. So it feels much more like the basic neurocellular patterns are not patterns that have a beginning and an end, but they have a beginning and then they continue and become something else, and then we go back to the beginning and we become something else. So it's more of a cycling through stages of being. Well, I'm a psychotherapist, and it's absolutely crucial, fundamental to the work that I do, because without being able to go to the body and witness where people are in their body, we don't have the motility for the mind, or the agility for the mind to change, for transformation. So I find that working with the patterns, or having an idea or a sense of the patterns, enables me to attune more to the people that I work with, particularly children with sensory difficulties or impairments. I work a lot with blind and deafblind children and learning disabled adults as well. And I find that I can be more attuned to where they are in the world, and to then accompany them and work with them and help them discover more about their bodies and more about movement and more about being in the world and the environment fundamentally. Because very often people who have emotional distress or difficulties in life, it's because they're not at ease in that environment, or they're not at ease, they haven't discovered something for themselves to be able to be in that place. So it's about supporting them to really find a way of being able to cope and have the resources to be where they are and feel more autonomy and more freedom. It's fundamental. The developmental work is fundamental. But only when it incorporates an understanding of the full body, all the body systems within. I love witnessing the discovery that the students go through and the challenges where they meet the membrane of a fixed point or a place they can't find their way without questioning or doubting or being inhibited, and then just feeling the way in the place again, going back to oneself and feeling it and then moving on. I really love that process of witnessing the students' discovery and how the room supports that and how they find their own support to move forwards. Inhabiting the being of the place and our senses and the field around that place and the environment of that place and embodying that place and being fully present in that place, and then finding our way from that place but keeping all the memories of that place onto the next one. So it feels really about inviting people to become immersed in a particular place with their body, and then that gives them the information with which to go forwards into the next place. When we're working with body-mind centering, we encounter what some people might describe as a boundary, but it's just a place, a strong place of being where it's difficult to arrive with a person in that place and to find a way of being together in that place and to find a way of relating. And this work just blows me away because every time there's a difficulty, by just entering the BMC, working with the BMC approach and entering a relationship with the material, it just opens up so many possibilities for a new way of being in the world and establishing a new relationship with myself and with others, so that the membranes become more permeable and more relational again. I think some people think that body-mind centering is just a movement form, but the importance of body-mind centering is its approach to embodiment. And embodiment is the basis for understanding and thinking for me. So a way of being in the world and of resolving lots of difficulties and challenges in the world, the answers tend to always be found somewhere in the body. So that's why I believe in the value of BMC and the way it can be transposed into all kinds of other professions and other disciplines, and it feeds, it has meaning, and that's great.